WRVS 89.9, your community voice. Hey man, listen, it's Way Back Wednesdays. You already know how we do it. Listen, my name is William Howard, aka Willie Wise Words. Y'all tuned in to Way Back Wednesdays, and man, I'd be lying if I ain't said we had a show tonight. We got an amazing show tonight. We got guests in the building, man. We got the I'm gonna say that for later. I'm gonna let him introduce himself in a little bit. I got some tickets, so listen, y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna give y'all a time and a number to call up here. But until then, man, we're gonna get back into these way backs. I got a little Kim coming up for you with Not Tonight, but keep it locked. WRVS 899 Way Back Wednesdays. And the fact, dogs, man, listen, it's been too long since I got to do what I'm about to do.
I had to look at the watch.
I had to look at the watch, the calendars, all that, man. Hey, listen, who I got in the building with me besides all these onlookers? Onlookers. except for life. And dreaming because she a thug. Listen, got the great brother Ali in the building. Hey man, Ali, just tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do, my brother.
Man, my name is Ali. Represent 1/3 of this village-minded thing. I'm from Vansboro, North Carolina, but Elizabeth City, I can say it's my second home.
Second home. Out here. You would also a former ECSU student out here in these streets. So, I mean, yeah, where you at now? Let people know where you at now.
Oh, well, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? I'm at East Carolina University, but you know what I'm saying? I miss it out here, man.
That Viking pride still on him. He almost said Elizabeth, boy.
Yeah, you saw the tear? You see the tear?
Not behind them shades, man. Listen. Hey, look. So, we got some questions for you, man. You out here gearing up to drop 2 projects.
True indeed.
Let the people know what you got coming for them, man.
First we got this thing, Everybody Loves Beyonce. So we working on it because I think when we did the first album, like, the girls were buying it, but I think they were buying it because of, you know what I'm saying, because of us.
Right.
Rather than the purpose of the music. So when we did the Beyonce joint, somebody hit us with the idea at first, and they was like, yo, you should do a Beyonce joint. I think they didn't think that we was gonna run with it, you know what I'm saying? And we did, so we had like 2 months to do. I wrote the whole project in like a month. Yeah, I wrote the whole project in like a month. The next month, we went and recorded 10 tracks, like 6 tracks, and the next month after that, we did 4. So really to get, like I said, to get the girls' attention.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, the girls check it, dudes gonna respect it. So,
fact. Hey man, listen, ain't nothing like, I've been in the parties out here on campus. It's something about seeing females bump some music you think a car full of do-rag wearing dudes will you listening to. Like, you ever seen a car full of chicks bump Boosie?
Yeah.
Like
pistol whip, pistol. Yeah.
Man, listen, man. So it's
it don't even seem right.
It don't. But I mean, that
it's
thought process.
Thing, though.
That thought process though travels far because I mean, you on the same wavelength as a person like 2 Chainz. I mean, the whole pretty girls like trap music.
Right.
Women are the biggest consumers of music right now, especially even in hip hop. So especially black women.
Yeah.
So they buying the records, doing something to cater to them, but at the same time not, dilute your content. How did you manage to balance that out with wanting to bring in an audience, not necessarily new to you and your following, but bringing in that new audience at the same time, keeping your content what you usually keep?
And you said how did I level it out?
Yeah, how did you go about doing that?
I really was just writing, man. And I at first I was like, I'm gonna do 5 songs. I was a little scared to do it. I was like, I'm gonna do 5 songs. So I got comfortable. I was like, I'm gonna do the 5 songs that I know that I could rock with. So I was listening to the boom bap. I did that Ninth Wonder joint. I was listening to the boom bap. I did the Me, Myself, and I. So I was trying to stay in my lane. And then life was like, nah, you got to do some joints that they want to hear. So then it was kind of like I was being selfish in a sense. I was being selfish. So I was asking. I put it on Instagram when we did a video. I was like, what are your favorite? I was asking the girls, what are your favorite Beyonce songs? And then they started naming the list of songs. I'm like, I get it now, and I get why it was anthems for real. Facts. So and then I gotta try to manage to put my content, you know what I'm saying, without sacrificing the product. So
hey man,
it was really just working on what I knew I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Dude, hey man, listen, I got way more questions for the young brother. Got way more to talk about. We got make this one quick announcement real quick. Hey, for
Can
own time.
Can I do that?
For own time's sake,
It's
man.
the football?
Yeah, let them know what we got out here, man.
Look, man, ECSU football. Support the ECSU Mighty Vikings football team as they host Virginia State. Dang, that's a rival right there.
Hey, man,
but anyways, game time is 1 o'clock in the evening, and everyone who brings at least 10 pounds of canned goods to the game will enter for only $5. Like everybody, it ain't free. You know what I'm saying? It ain't free.
You gotta pay something.
But you're gonna have to bring something. Man.
Bring something. 10 pounds.
But information available online at ECSUVikings.com and listen to the game live on WRVS 89.9. Again, the link is ECSUVikings.com.
That boy remember protocol out this thing, man. It's
I
still
know
in
what
his
to do,
blood.
man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's in me.
It's in you.
Pause.
Pause. All pause. All pause. Hey, man, listen. We got more interview with Ali coming up, and he got something special for us. He gonna do tonight. You know, dropping a little something for the people. We gonna keep it slight for him. Listen, man, keep it locked. Hey, man, it just feel good up in here, man. Energy back up in here.
Sure indeed.
Ali in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Recording artists, straight out of bands. Hey, man, listen. So, cause you correct me every time I say it. I be saying you from New Bern.
Yeah, man. Look, it's like my bad.
You good?
It's
man?
like it's New Bern, then it's Vanceboro. But
Right.
on the map, you're going to see New Bern.
That's when I was there. That's what I kept saying until I saw the sign.
Yeah, on the map, you're going to see New Bern.
Facts.
And then you have to get to New Bern and go past it to see Vanceboro. It's like it's the sub city that nobody don't like to recognize. So
I
it's
don't
that
know why
thing,
they don't
man.
recognize it, man.
Because you blink through it for real, you know. When you drive in, you drive out. That's how it go.
One way in, one way out.
One way in, one way out. We got one stoplight, probably 2 stop signs.
Now that I think about it, when I was out there,
You only saw one.
I don't remember seeing.
You didn't go on that side. It's not.
I
that
don't
big.
remember seeing a stoplight.
You ain't go on that side.
I saw stop signs.
You didn't go on that side, Will. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy, man. All right, so speaking of your hometown, how has you as what? Well, let me start by asking this question. As an artist, in 2017, I know of you. Explain to the people what you feel like you present in your music as far as your content is concerned. What do you think? What do you say you're about as an MC?
The one thing is definitely telling my story, and I think that I managed to tell other people's story too. So Nas is my favorite artist, hands down. I ain't even gonna get into it, but Nas is my favorite artist, hands down. And telling the story is what I took from Nas, and period. You know what I'm saying? Coming from when he did One Love on Illmatic
Right.
to I Gave You Power on It Was Written. So he took a creative stance on telling the story. It was so different that he was like, "Is he telling a story from a gun, bro? Like
That-
a gun point of view?"
That's
So
hard.
when he did that, or when I heard that, because it was before I was born, but when I heard that, I had to, you know what I'm saying, I felt like it was my responsibility to take up that challenge, you get what I'm saying? So, and then he raised the caliber of bars within telling the story, you get what I'm saying?
You did.
So, I think it was my responsibility to take up that challenge. So what I think you'll hear is definitely the storytelling and the creativity.
So why that though? Cause you're 20,
Right.
20 years old. So you've been doing this for how long? How many years now?
13?
Since you were 13?
Yeah.
Crazy. So why that though? Cause 13 was what year for you? Cause I'm old. I'll be 25 tomorrow.
When
So,
was I 13?
Yeah.
It's 2017. 7 years ago. It's 2010.
Got you. So in 2010, I remember the climate of music in 2010. You had Wayne was still probably like the big premier artist at that time. Drake was on the climb, coming up. But at the same time, you still had a lot of these here and gone artists. What made you decide to separate yourself outside of the influence of the Nas's and those staples of MCing? What made you say, yo, let me do something with some substance versus doing something that's gonna give me some notoriety and fame real quick? What kept you away from that?
Really, like I started writing at 13.
Right.
So I didn't listen. Wayne, of course, I was like Wayne was in that era. Of course, I listened to Wayne, but I didn't. Other people I wasn't in the mixtape era then. I still had the CD player. I was still walking around with a CD player. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
So
Yeah.
So I was still walking around with a CD player, but I didn't have access to the newer music. So I was listening to my grandma's Patti LaBelle CDs. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have the access to that kind of music unless I was at school or on the internet or whatever. But I was still listening to the Blueprint, the 2.1, and the two-side disc. I was listening like that. Like these were the first things that I really heard. Like I can remember as far as the first albums that I heard. So I didn't really get to listen to the newer age music. So I took what I knew. Like it's really coming off what you know. I took what I knew with the Nas and the J's, the Jadakiss. These were the people that I was listening to.
Gotcha, man. So, with that being said, the current climate, you know, we got in hip hop right now, we got an achievement from the lady herself, Cardi B. Got the #1 A Life. I have to ask these questions.
We just
my
had
brother.
this conversation.
Now listen, hey, look. Me and Mr. Mercer had this conversation. It's a continuous conversation. Now, I wanted to ask you about it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily about her specifically, but she got the #1 record on the Billboard 100. She the first lady since Lauryn Hill to have a solo record go #1 top 100 Billboards. Right. What do you feel? How do you feel as a rapper that got bars, style? You're a full package MC in your delivery and all that.
Right.
How do you feel when you see artists that, without any disrespect, skill level, skill level?
I'm not. The song
is hot. It's a hot song, but hot and
outside of that song, even though the song is a hit, outside of that song, she can spit though.
Why is everybody on to this but me? Why have I not
Have you
seen
never
this?
heard her spit before?
I've only heard the song I heard was Lick.
She did a live like recently, and she was going in, bro, telling the stories and the whole nine. Like that ain't
storytelling.
Yeah, man, she can spit for real. Outside of that song, I'm like, if she like Issa Rae said, you black, you winning. You feel me?
I'm going for everybody black.
Yeah. So I ain't against the song, but you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
So I'm not against the song, but I know that she can spit. So if she decides to raise that bar, I would not be mad at it. Because now she has the opportunity to do it because she already won. Now she can say, all right, I'm going to show them what I'm really about now that I've done that. You know what I'm saying?
Factual. WRVS 89.9, your community voice. Way back Wednesdays, listen, before we get started and everything. I got responsibilities to get to real quick. Shout out. Gotta do these shout outs early because the way the rest of the show about to flow, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I might not get the mic back. Shout out Gabby. Hey Ma, hey Gabby, you know y'all listening. Shout out to the whole 911. Anybody you know that's listening and rocking with you, man, you want to get shout outs to, bro?
It's too much, so I'm gonna just say places.
Got you.
Vanceboro, New Bern, Jacksonville, Little Washington, Greenville, everywhere, man.
90 states.
Yeah.
I'm from everywhere. Switzerland.
Everywhere where we never there, man. Havelock.
Shout out to Havelock.
Yeah.
Shout out to Havelock. Listen, man, once again, got Ali in the building. Now, I got some more questions for you if I let you rock out and give the people a little something. You know what I'm saying? Listen, give me one word to describe your music. Us. Yeah. And talk about that us, man.
When I say us, and I don't mean it in no, and it's like it's straightforward. When I say us, I mean when you see me, you see him. When you see me, you see D. And if it's one person that I do want to shout out, it's definitely D. Like D, the head of this thing. Pause. But D, the head of this thing, man. He ain't here. We ain't seen D in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And when I say us, I mean it like these been here working, period. You know what I'm saying? When I say us, I mean when they see me, they see you. When I say us, when I say us, I mean everybody that you see around me. I want everybody to come up with me the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not making music just for me. It's way bigger. It's a way bigger purpose.
Facts, factuals. Man, listen, you done a lot of talking, dog. Done a lot of talking.
So I ain't trying to hear none of that.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of words. Sound good and you look good saying it, but but I know I need these people to know. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and bless the folks.
True indeed.
With a little something. Ladies and gentlemen,
Don't mind.
can you tell us first of all what this project is going on? You about to do the Me My. You let them know where it's from, what it's about, you know.
What we about to do now is Me, Myself, and I is coming off of the Everybody Loves Beyonce project. We just gonna go into it.
We're just gonna rock with it, dog. You let me know if the levels and everything is right for you, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. You hear that?
I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear that?
I don't hear nothing. Nothing.
Hear now?
No.
Oh, that's what. Ladies and gentlemen, we getting Ali right now.
We just rock it at that. I can't hear you, but not in my headphones. I got you. But run that back, Will. Man.
What's that?
That joint skipping like it stole something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My level still up there?
Yes, sir.
You turn me down a little bit. Turn me down a little bit. Yeah. She said, spark this air, here to gravitate you, especially when you bout as low as the gravel take you. I looked into her eyes and they was clear as laminations. She said, I leave your D never get old, like back to basics. She leaned in for a kiss and she could sense the hesitation. All I could think about is how Matthew baptized all them Haitians and how my family trapped like Jonah in the great fish. She said, swallow your problems. I responded, nah, I can't sip. I gotta have a conscious mind as well to tend to take it. They want a man like me, dead or alive or in the Matrix. You know how they take the Holy Trinity, morph us and our God into perfect strangers. It's dangerous, man. I see your effort. It's hard to do when you got pain inside. And when a brother ain't dead or filling the blanks beside you, I'm possessive. It's safe to call me selfish. I know we ain't together, but these talks here don't help it. The water, earth, sometimes she could leave a flood on my shirt. I seen her cry so much that she could leave a puddle by curves. The puddle represents the mother, baby. Know what you worth. The puddle represents the... I don't want to do it like that, Will. I said it. I said these past few months, it's been horrific. Lately, I ain't been able just to write how I'm feeling, except when I'm feeling in this composition. Shorty's giving me propositions of how they want to prop and sit on. Not for the return of a nickel, but for the recognition. Some of them be so bad, I'm like, why y'all so pessimistic? My brother said they rock with you, cause you quiet, they curious. And they can tell where I'm headed off of clothes that I'm wearing. They be like, we ain't see no EOG stores around here. But when I feed into, yeah, that's when they lead into a rebel with a seed or two, a phone with a deleted to, message so she can't read it through. When I think I delete the proof, she find a way to complete the truth. Like, Ali, why you playing with me? I mean, be for real. The sex, why you staying with me? She swear out loud, I made her feel like I was hers. I said, how I do that? She said, you was opening doors. I said, your choices was poor from previous ones before. I wrote this on the verge of our ending. Reminisce when we used to kick it. And I was curbs where we... I don't want to do it like that, Will. Shalom Hill, you can say that we together apart. Had a thrill driving late night just to go to the lot. Life said, watch out, little homie. They get it poppin' for bras. I said, nah, it ain't like that. He said, wait, is she light skinned? I said, nah, she the right skin. She compliment my right hand. No problem with the left, but shorty, that's the hand that I write with. One of the few girls that believed in what I was writing. And even though I had a girl, it only bothered you slightly. You said it was something about me that stood out like stains on white tees. Or the devil on the Jesus chain. That ain't the right piece. First time that I saw you, your grandma, she wasn't home. Look, first time I saw you, you made sure I came along. Look, third time that I saw you, some clothes, it wasn't on. God forbid that some girls don't never hear this song, but I can't sugarcoat, nope. And if I did, You could compare it to the sweetness of your lips, I hope. A thing don't change when I start receiving these awards. I thought I was scared you off when I said I was prepared for war. Meaning I had a pistol in my drawers. Open up your legs for my gourmet meal. I promise I won't never starve. Look, the next time I see you, I promise we gon' take it further. Take it how you want it. You know it's real when you erase my number. Just to have it memorized and call back like a different person. I swear sometimes you be tripping, but I'm always there to get you. But on a serious tip, we from another world. My joint like makeup, it always stay covered, girl. Scared of commitment, but yet I got a chick that's still with me. Then you get a brother, and next day that you text me, you miss me. You missing me like Shaq at the foul line, and I came front like a grill. I miss you, Miss Hill. You was something like my counselor. I told you about the ounces. I told you about the beefs, 40 and 50 cows. The wordplay get aroused you. Just bend it over like folding towers, I doubt it. I just want to see your face when you hear this in person loudly. Sincerely yours, ... Ali. Peace.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know something special. I don't even know what else to say after that, man. We're just gonna get back into these way backs. Thank you.
Indubitably.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, man.
I do what I can do.
Turn this beat off, man. You need beats for it, man. Just out here rapping, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, Way Back Wednesdays. Stay tuned, cause we got more. That was just the first one. Stay tuned. WRVS 89.9. Your community cool. Yo, I can't talk, man.
Hey, man.
We be back.
I appreciate it.
What's up? WRVS 899, your community voice, Way Back Wednesdays. Listen, I ain't gonna hold the folks too long, you know, man, because if they heard you earlier, I know they want you to get back into it. So can you explain, you had an album out already, can you explain that album, the name of it, what you did with it, you know what I'm saying, the process of making it? Tell us about the something.
The first album was In the Something, and we created that to really set us up for what we're doing now, and that was, and it is into something. Like when I was in a different place writing it, than what I am now, and yeah, man, we sold that joint in the summer, and it was crazy. I didn't think that people were going. I knew that I had people that rock with me, or I knew that we had people that rock with us, but it was different when it hit the fan, bro. Like we. It was crazy, man. I sold like 100 copies the first week, and that was the different part. The next week, I was like, this week is gonna be over. That was just the fan part. That was just people catching on to it. Week after that, it was still going. People still hitting me in the inbox. People was buying it through email. Then I get back to school and I'm selling it. And the story behind the album is I paid myself through school, like for the first semester back at Elizabeth City my sophomore year.
Right.
We was planning to go to New Orleans, and we got the word back that I owed $6,000 to get back in Elizabeth City. You looking at them big numbers, right? Yeah, them big numbers. So I got word that I owed $6,000. My mom's took out a loan for $3,000. And the money that I had saved up to go to New Orleans, it was like $2,000, and then I hustled some more to get the rest of it. So, yeah, man, the fact that I could say that I hustled my way back in school the right way,
right?
I don't think you can beat that kind of legacy, man.
You can't.
So, and now we back working for the second album,
right?
And which is on my shirt. It says, "Sign the boy Neil." Don't get, you know what I'm saying, lost in the shirt with that gloss on. You feel me? Don't get lost with the gloss on. But it's "Sign the boy Neil," and it means without work, nothing. So, and it's really the sequel and a reflection of that first album. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're gonna give you something off of that. Sign the boy Neil.
Yes, sir. Listen, I'm glad you you got into the Rockaway. I'm sorry, the out here, man. I'm glad you touched on it, man, because I was going to ask you about it. I know the people can't see it. They might be able to see it. We got Jimmy James, the coldest in the game, in the building. But even when you were here, you rocked a lot of village-minded hats, EOG hats.
Facts.
Can you give, like I asked you to give one word to describe yourself, the village-minded expectation of greatness, man? what does that mean to you personally? What has not only the brand, but the people and the message behind the brand, what has that done for you as a person and as an artist?
Yo, what's crazy is I think other people see it as a brand, and we see it as what we move by, and we just tried to market. And I ain't gonna say try, we are marketing. But I think that that's how we move for real, man. When he told me about it, he was like, "Yo, you know, you the first thing is Village Minded part, right?" And I'm like, I was like 15 when he said it, so it's a little complex to me. And then 5 years later, we still moving off what we call Village Minded. You get what I'm saying? And it's the expectation, the greatness part. It's like I told her, I was like, you got a phone, and then this is what he told me. He was like, you got a phone, you expect it to work, right? Yeah, you got a teacher, you expect it to teach, right? You your own person, so why wouldn't you want to be great? Why can't we be great because somebody else told you couldn't? Get out of here. It's crazy. So the fact that we don't, if you don't move with an expectation of that, what are you doing? What are you doing for the 24 hours in your day? What are you doing if you ain't trying to be great?
Right.
So it's the expectation of greatness, man. I know you got that.
Hey, yeah. Before we get right into this new track, man, can you tell us the name of the track first of all?
This is Storytime Part 2. But this is, like I said, Elizabeth City, man. This is my second home. I don't want to, when you hear it, I don't want to take away from it.
Yeah.
But of course, everybody knows what goes down on this campus. Like, it's Elizabeth City.
It's Elizabeth City, man.
You can hate it or you
sneeze in the Ville, they're gonna find out.
Yeah, exactly. So you can hate it or love it, man. But I love this place. I took the early, but I love this place. So let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, man. Yo, keep your ears open, man. Here we go.
Just vibe with it. I don't know if y'all can. Story time, man.
Talk to him.
Was good, Ali. I could tell he was a little vexed up. He usually have his headphones, one hanging over his left ear. But now we had both in, letting that blueprint soak in. And when I dapped him up, I could feel that his hand was swollen. So we head to the calf, fried fish, fries, and bev. I'm speaking on my behalf. Ali just cooked the waffle up. I said I got an L. He said, man, you know that I don't spark it up. Truth be told, I'd be hurt if I heard that he ever engulfed the blunt. But last night was the wildest, and the midnight was the wildest. And me and Will talking together, how we both got started. He said he dropped Rich off at the towers. I said, which one? He said, UT. I said, what time? He said, about 3 a.m. and p.m. Man, you know me. I said, man, true, me, you move like a thief. He said, yeah, bro, just let me proceed. You know that party over at Williams? JK and Bryson was with the Slimmies, and I'm up in the Ville. I get a call from Will. I head over to the building. I said, what building? And he said, Williams. He said it was campus police, state troopers, and the sheriffs. Ambulances with nobody laying on the stretcher. He said he walked closer to meet Zay over at the entrance. By the way he made it sound, it seemed like Zay was on the mission. He said Zay was like, man, they got Bryson. Ali said, who got him? Zay said, you know, J-Lo. Ali said, who, the captain? Zay said, yeah, that one. The one that got that bad chick, but that bad chick was dancing with Bryson. J-Lo was on sight with it. He ain't think twice with it. He just going right fist him. And all his line brothers had even followed up with him. So now they stomping and stepping out like they practicing routines, but they cracking and fracturing ribs. They get close to his spleen. It's like every other hit is a piece of memory from his brain. I said, dang, man, that's wicked. At least said my brother, I ain't finished. It followed K over to his spot. And everybody was there as he was loading up clips to his Glock. At least said, think about what you doing. Case that I'm a felon and I can go out the window with all that school is. Ain't no talking, my brother. I'm down to pull it. Then he handed Zay some bullets. At least Zay ain't no shooter. He said, you'd be surprised what loyalty do to your boys foolish. Then he took his chair and scooted and picked out his choice of music. For some reason, I can still hear the echoes of the blueprint. Look, I know I should start speaking in second person, but it seemed when I put it in first, it hurt worse. Even from another point of view, it's still personal. Even from another point of view, it's still personal. Damn. You alright, man?
Man. Hey, man.
You good, man?
We're gonna rock out to this beat real quick.
You good?
I had to catch myself, bro. I was lost, man.
You were crazy.
I was dead. Talk that talk of it.
What I want him to know is, man, when Will say he was there, like, when I said I called, I said I dropped Rich off at the Towers. I said, which one? Anybody who knows UT, y'all know what I'm talking about. I said, which one? I said, UT. I said, what time? I said, about 3 a.m. or p.m. And you know me. I said, man, true, man, you move like a thief. He said, yeah, bro, just let me proceed. When Will said he was there, I was coming from the Ville. Will said, I called Will. I was like, Will, you straight, brother? He was like, yeah, man, I'm around some ambulances and stuff like that around here. I was like, yeah, that's where I'm headed at. And I was like, you promise you straight, dude? He was like, yeah, bro, I'm straight. But say that to say this. When I said I put the creativity part, and the storytelling part, I wanted people to see how significant, you know what I'm saying, that it is to hear you say that. Not me saying the story. I wanted people to know that when you said that you was there, and other people can hear the music and say, I want other people to hear the music, whether it's good or bad. So whether K, Zay, everybody that's mentioned in that song, I want them to be able to say, yeah, bro, that happened. And you gonna say it. I promise you. I promise you gonna say it. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, everybody in this joint. Matter of fact, hey, Life man. Coming up here with me.
Shout out to Life.
Man, yo, come here, bro.
Life, like we won't gonna let this slide.
I'm working, man. I don't care about none of that.
You right. You are working, man. That's what we trying to, you know.
But look, man, we out here. If it's one thing that y'all don't know, bro, we've been brewing up something, and I appreciate y'all for having us. But we out here, man.
Hey, man. Sound like you got a classic on your hand, and I don't just say that because he's sitting in the chair. I know this my. Listen, we've been keeping it professional. You know, we're gonna keep it professional for the rest of the jump. We're keeping it professional. This is my brother right here, man. Like I rock. I came out here with knowing some guys that do music, and I still rock with them. Those are my peoples. They do amazing things. This guy is different for a lot of different reasons, and if I don't back nobody, people in this room will tell you how I speak about him. That's the guy y'all need to check for. That's the dude y'all need to. Y'all want somebody to rap? I don't rap. Ali rap. Ali definitely raps. I tell him all the time. He's heard me say this himself, so this won't be a surprise to him. I tell people he's better than me because I want him to get that. I push him harder than I push myself, which can be a good and a bad thing. I push him harder than I push myself. We talked all summer about, you know, this, that, and the third. This is the dude right here. I want all y'all, if you can. I know they ain't got nothing digital. Nothing digital.
What is that?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all moving hand to hand out here.
Free music. Nah, bro, we hustling out here.
Y'all need to make them pay on Google Play.
Hey, we working these.
Y'all need to make them pay through the devices. They act like I ain't got no cash on me.
We working these things out. Cash App works. It works.
Life said that quick. Cash App. I got a square.
Yeah.
Listen, man. We got the Something album is out now. Everybody loves Beyonce coming soon, and are y'all keeping the name of the album? Is it
Sound of Boy Neil? Yes, sir.
It's gonna take me a minute to be able to say that all together, but man, the second
album.
You
gonna have a shirt. You gonna have that shirt.
Y'all going right. I got one sitting over here. Thanks to everybody at Village Minded, man. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Life, coming out here, man. Shutting the show down like it ain't never been shut down before, man. Is this still Way Back Wednesday? This is Village Minded. I wish Life can end it like he be ending the videos.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Like, yo, Life ain't trying to talk for you.
You trying to let me spit, bro?
I'm good.
You can't get on the radio.
Whatever you need me to do.
Yo,
we need that, Life. That's what we need. I hold the camera.
We got a whole other microphone
over. When you see him, you see me. You know what I'm saying? So if he winning, I'm winning. That's all I care about.
Yo, Life, we got this microphone right here, my brother. If you don't mind letting them know they tuned in.
You now tuned to Village Minded Radio. Welcome to the movement.
Let's believe that, man. Listen.
Village Minded
Radio. That sound right there, boy. Listen, man. WRVS 89.9, your community voice. This has been Way Back Wednesday, man. Thank y'all for rocking out with us. We're going to come back in a little second to kick y'all out the right way. And that's it, man. Ali, thank you, my brother.
Thank you.